compound interest and depreciation. Throughout the booklet, I'm going to try and show you a number of different ways for answering these questions. The first one we're going to start by doing it year by year. So Toby has invested £4,500 for 2 years. He was paid 4% per annum. That means each year he's going to get 104%. Now I'm going to use decimals, so that's 1.04. So at the end of year 1, he'll have 1.04 times 4,500, which is 4,680. Then at the end of year 2, he'll have 4% of the 4,680, which is £4,867.20. In this question, at the end of 2007, the car was worth 5,460. We want to know what it was worth in 2006. That's the year before, so that is reverse percentages. If the car depreciates by 35%, then that's 100% minus 35, which is 65. So 65% would have been 5,460. 1% would be 8.4, that's dividing by 5,460 by 65, and then 100% is by multiplying by 100, which gives us that the car was worth £8,400 the year before. For this question, I am going to use the formula, and the formula is A, which is the amount, brackets 1 plus P, which is the percentage, over 100 to the power n. So in this case, it would be 2,000 times 1 plus 5 over 100 to the power 3. And that gives us an answer of £2,315.20. At the end of year 1, it's increased by 4%, so that's 1.04, 104%, times 154,500, which gives us 160,680. And then at the end of year 2, we get another 4% added on to the 160,680, which gives us £167,107.20. Now be really careful here, you must have 2 decimal places, a 2 and a 0. If it's just 0.2, you will lose a mark. I'm going to do this one using the formula. So that is 4,500 times 1 plus 5 over 100 to the power n, where n is the number of years. And what we need to do is try an improvement to see which one gives us the answer of 5,469. So the first thing I'm going to do is try 3 years, and substituting that in, we get £5,209.31. I'm then going to try 4, and that 4 gives me the £5,469.78, which means the answer is 4 years. This one I'm going to do year by year. So at the end of the first year, we've lost 25%, so we want 75%, which is 0.75 of 12,000, and that is £9,000. At the end of the second year, we want 75% of 9,000, which is 6,750. And then at the end of the third year, we want 75% of the 6,750, and that gives us an answer of £5,062.50. Again, be very careful, 2 decimal places. In this question, we're multiplying by 1.045. The 1 represents the 100% that you started with, and the 0.045 represents the percentage you're adding in, and as a percentage that is 4.5. 20 years therefore will then be 500 times 1.045 to the power 20. which gives an answer of £1,205.86. Losing 9% means we're working with 91%. So we want to know how many years. So 0.91 to the number of years. And we want to get 47%, which is 0.47. Again, here you need to trial and improvement. So if we do 7 years, I get 0.51. And if I do 8 years, I get 0.47, which tells me the answer is 8 years. Year 1 is going to have 2.5% of 6,200, which is 6,355. In year 2, 2.5% of 6,355. And in year 3, another 2.5%, which gives us £6,676.72. I'm going to use the formula this time, so 4,500 times 1 plus 4 over 100 to the power 2, which gives us an answer of £4,867.20. In the second part, we're looking for the number of years, and we can do this using the formula or by trial and improvement, but you should get that 5 years. So at the end of 1 year, 1.075 times 2,400, which is 2,580. 2 years, multiplying by that, we get 2,773.5. 3 years, and you just keep going until you get the value that they have asked for. The final question requires us to set out our working. Make sure you label for the examiner. It is not okay to just draw a line down and then work an international to the left and the friendly to the right. The examiner is going to expect to see words written in for this question and will not make that assumption on your behalf. So international, at the end of year 1, 4% of 2,000, which is 2,080. And at the end of year 2, an additional 1%, which gives us 2,180 pence. We then look at the friendly bank. At the end of the first year, 5% of 2,000, which is 2,100. And in the second year, then 0.5%, which gives £2,110.50, which means that it is the friendly bank that we would choose.